Hello and Assalamualaikum. I'm Siti Haja binti Amran. Today I'm going to give you an overview for electronic waste, or known as e-waste. Any electronic product or accessory which has reached the end of its useful life is called e-waste. For example, discarded or obsolete air conditioners, television, washing machine, refrigerator, computer or laptop, and other mercury containing lamps. This discarded product affect the environment negatively. These are many factors to consider when evaluating electronic recycling, but here are the most significant reasons why should we recycling e-waste properly. First, e-waste is increasing its amount matching the growth of technology. Second, e-waste has serious impact to human health and environment if it is not managed well. Third, e-waste component contain valuable and precious metal that can be recycled. Think about the electronic you use every day. You probably working or playing game on a laptop. When that electronic is all or stop working, you must replace it. What do you do with the old ones? If you don't know, it's not surprising. It's time to look at some of staggering facts about e-waste in 2022. Today, adults don't understand e-waste. A study of Gen Z and millennials found that 60% of these adults did not know what e-waste was, and 57% did not realize these items contribute to pollution. 6 out of 10 admit to throwing items like cell phones, charging cable, earbud, and headphone into the trash. This is alarming and shows that many districts need to start making information more apparent. It needs to be easier to recycle electronics. Otherwise, less than 20% of e-waste is recycling properly. Looking at global statistics for e-waste, only 17.4% of e-waste was recycled in 2019. For e-waste to be recycled properly, it needs to go to an electronic recycling facility that breaks the component down to salvage any part that can be used for repair or other device. And done properly, e-waste recycling recover raw material like gold, aluminium, silver, copper, and palladium and uses them to make a new item. Next, e-waste pollutes land, water, and air. E-waste is major polluted, so it must be processed responsibly to limit the impact on water, air, and soil. When you choose e-waste recycling company with certification from organizations like Stewards, NAID, and R2, you are taking steps to ensure e-waste is responsibly recycled in the US. If e-waste is not disposed in environmentally, it will affect the earth, air, soil, water, and ultimately human health. Effect of e-waste on the human health. As mentioned, if e-waste is not disposed in environmental sound manner, it will affect the human health. It is because of the hazardous substances such as it can affect the brain development, kidney failure, and damage to the blood system. Next, the mercury substances can cause chronic damage to brain and respiratory problem. For the substances of barium, it can cause muscle weakness and can damage the heart and liver. For substance cadmium, it can cause the neural damage and to the reproductive system and lung cancer. Lastly, for the polychlorinated biphenyl, it can cause damage to the nervous system and reproductive system. For the effect of e-waste on the air, Because it is discarded carelessly and end up in landfill, e-waste eventually find its way through the incineration process. As a result of this process, carcinogenic particles and hydrocarbons are released into the sky, where they can travel up to the thousands of kilometers before encountering surrounding human and animals. Particularly, lead and mercury are among these hydrocarbon and cancer-causing particles. There is no way to stop poison from escaping into the air, even when waste is burned under ideal conditions, since fire needs enough oxygen to burn. For the effect of e-waste on the water, e-waste that is inappropriately disposed of the individual, organization or enterprise end up in landfill, where the raw material degrades in the presence of sunshine and high temperature. As this happens, toxins accumulate and run off into the surrounding soil and dirt. Over time, with enough build-up, this hazardous product and chemical leach into groundwater. After entering the groundwater, these heavy metals eventually find their way into pond, stream, river, and lakes. Even if a community is kilometers distant from recycling facility, this route causes the water to become toxic and acidic, which is dangerous for animals, plants, and communities. For the effect of e-waste on the soil, e-waste has an influence on soil in ways that are comparable to how it affects water source. When toxic build-up occurs in landfills, it sinks into the ground and is not easily removed. When improper disposal of e-waste in regular landfill or in place where it is dumped illegally, both heavy metal and flame retardants can seep directly from the e-waste into the soil, causing contamination of underlying groundwater or contamination of crops that may be planted nearby or in the area in the future. Rapid change and improvement in electronic gadgets means older are discarded and become e-waste. Let's look at benefit of recycling e-waste. First, save landfill space. Throwing e-waste into landfill creates many environment issues. For example, the metal used in electronic gadgets such as iron, aluminium, gold and release harmful toxins in the soil. Second, remove data appropriately. Finally, removing data from a mobile phone and computer requires special software and proper strategy. Ensuring the appropriate removal of data is mandatory before getting rid of the electronic device. People caught breaking recycling law or data security regulation face illegal implication. Third, save the environment. Toxic and harmful poison are reduced because green gas emission and decrease and plastic is not thrown into the sea, thereby improving marine life. These toxins from e-waste are partially responsible for diseases such as cancer in human beings as well as animals. E-waste is becoming a global issue. The more electrical and electronic equipment are being produced, the more e-waste need to be disposed or managed properly. Here is do and don'ts you need to know about e-waste. You have to always look for information on the catalog with your product for end-of-life equipment handling. Second, ensure that only authorized recycler repair and handle your electronic product. Third, always drop your used electronic product, batteries or any accessory when they reach the end of their life at your nearest authorized e-waste collection center point. 4. Always disconnect the battery from product and ensure that glass surface is protected against breakage. 5. Send your e-waste only to register collector. The things that you don't need to do is simply burn or dump in the garbage bin. Never dispose to illegal landfill or informal sector. Do not electronic in bins having do not dispose signs. However, it's important to know how to reduce e-waste because e-waste is one of the fastest growing type of waste globally. There are many ways to reduce your e-waste. Firstly, wait until your electronic item reach at the end of their life before replacing it. Second, try repairing your electronic item and authorized service center. Third, sell or donate your electronic gadget to those in need. Fourth, recycle your e-waste correctly by sending it to your nearest registered collection center. So, in the conclusion, to avoid any pollution that occur, we must find out the information of the registered e-waste center. But before you reach out to any this company to start up, you might create a list of e-waste items that you planning to dispose of, separate all the equipment based on their category, and then find the right place to send them over to, or better yet, have them pick up at your house. There are at least 9 types of e-waste category that can help you to disposal process a lot easier. So in Malaysia, it have a few places to dispose of your e-waste, and for those who living in Klang Valley, you can send your e-waste at Urban Recycle, SOLS Tech, Pertubuhan Amal Seri Sinar, Taiwan Buddhist Zoo Cheese Foundation Malaysia, Teapot Group, IPC Recycling and Buyback Center, Sengheng E-Waste Recycling Program, and those who don't live in Klang Valley, fret not. The Department of Environment has compiled a list of e-waste collection points by state from Perlis to Johor. You might find out the nearest center and more information on the list. So let's start practicing e-waste in the proper way. That's all from me. Thank you.